We are going to explore scale and proportion and how it is used in the world of architecture. How big people are compared to different objects is called proportion. Artists and architects need to think about this a lot in their work. Let's look at different everyday objects around St Helens Square that we can compare in size with Nabil. For example, a bench, designed at the right height to sit on. Or a post box, which is just a little taller than Nabil. It's the right height for people to reach the slot for posting their letters. Or a double-decker bus, which is almost 3 times taller than Nabil, to allow for people to sit both upstairs and downstairs. Look, it's a Cheesegrater. Let's go inside and talk about scale. Hi, I'm Venetia.
And hi, I'm Nabil.
And now we're going to think about just how big the Cheesegrater is compared to us. And to do that, we're going to introduce scale to you.
Scale is very important to both architects and artists because a building like the Cheesegrater, for example, would be completely impossible to draw on paper at its actual size. So therefore, we have to reduce it. And how, Venetia, will we use scale to do this?
We're going to introduce some little people to help us understand scale.
Sure.
Okay, Nabil, how many times smaller than me do you think this little person is?
Well, I already know the answer, so I'm going to guess 25 times smaller.
He's right, it's 25 times smaller than me. Okay, here's another little person. Nabil, how many times smaller than me do you think this little person is?
2 times smaller than the last, so I'm going to guess 50 times smaller.
He's right, it is 50 times smaller than me. Okay, finally, here's another little person. Nabil, how many times smaller than me do you think this little person is?
2 times smaller than that would be 100 times smaller.
He's right. This little person is 100 times smaller than me. So we have 25 times smaller, 50 times smaller, and 100 times smaller than us. So now we're going to think about which of these little people is the correct size for the cutout of the Cheesegrater behind us. Nabil, which one do you think is the correct size?
Would it be the largest one? 25 times smaller?
No, it's not the 25 times smaller one. You think it might be, but it's not.
Maybe 50 times smaller then?
No, it's not 50 times smaller.
Wow, the Cheesegrater must be massive. 100 times smaller?
Yeah, it is massive, and the 100 times smaller person is the right size for the cutout of the Cheesegrater behind us.
Maybe a better way to illustrate it would be
shrinking us to match the size of the Cheesegrater cutout. Look, we are now 100 times smaller than in real life. Now imagine that you're standing next to the building and looking up at it, and think about how big it is compared to you. Thank you for watching.